Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be playing Historic. There's the Arena Qualifier this weekend, and John Goif is my frontrunner, so gonna break down the deck, the list, and get in a couple matches. I've been playing a bit of Historic this week, and the meta seems to be a lot of blue-green Eldrazi, and not much else, honestly, and this deck's done pretty well against it. So yeah, currently front runner. There's still a couple of decks I want to try. I want to try to build a blue-eyed control deck, maybe based on Narset and Days Undoing was Orange Chance, a bit a la modern. But yeah, today's focus is this Jund list. I like it. I've been testing it, and you're basically trying to abuse Jarsil, which is one of the better cards in Alchemy, has been for a while. Crucius 2, just one copy. That card used to be a bit better. I believe it used to have 3 toughness, but still a solid card. And then you've got the Goifs that are legal, so you're just playing eight Goifs. You can play more Goifs. There's Nether Goif, there's OG Lore Goif. But right now my flex slots are cards like Witherbloom Command, Ren and 6, Crocsine, FOMO, Phoenix as well. All these one-ofs been pretty good for me so far. Ren can be a little underwhelming, but it's here for the types for the go if you self-mill a lot. So you're trying to play, you've got your sorceries, your instants, your creatures, obviously. And then I tried to fit in a few enchantments with Fable, FOMO, Phoenix, the one of Planeswalkers. I guess you could play a card like Tarfire. Maybe there's a few other cards you can play. Decided not to go too crazy. But yeah, trying to curve into your powerful creatures. A lot of good 1 mana spells so that you can get value out of Jarsil right away when you cast it. And then Rumble's kind of Rumble plus Jarsil is kind of a 1-2 punch of that deck, I want to say. And then the Ghosts come to finish off. There's a few other cards you can play. I think there's a card called Perilous Intention. It's a red and a green that seeks a couple cards. I don't think that card's super good, but maybe it's worth it to have a few more. Rumble's the best by far, but maybe have an extra card like that in your deck. You want to try and have a decent amount of 1s and 2s so that you can get value out of Jarsil. And then the mana is a bit of a mixed bag. I got the list from Doomwake originally. I don't know who's to credit for the original build, but I know Doomwake was playing it on his stream. And I think I've mostly kept his mana base intact. It's been pretty solid for me. You can see the color counts are kind of where you want them to be. You could obviously make some tweaks. You could play more Blood Crypts and no fast lands. Same for the peat lands. You could also try and fit it Arena of Glory. Obviously, really powerful was Goifs and potentially was Croxa, but it's kind of a tough ask. And in the sideboard, we see we're a Giganta deck. Cleansing Wildfire is your best card against blue-green Eldrazi. I even have an extra Stone Rain. And then some anti-combo cards. The Go Blank I'm still trying, and the idea is to play the resource game against Eldrazi and reset their graveyard for Emrakul as well. And then Culling Rituals and All-Star against some of the more aggro deck. But honestly, I've mostly played against blue-green Eldrazi. We'll see if it's more of the same today, but yeah, sideboard a bit still of a work in progress. You see one Stone of Varag, that card's usually good against a Johnny against Energy, which is a deck even though Guide and Pride got nerfed. And then Knight of Dusk Shadow is a cute creature for some of the light game combo decks, which there is a few of. I won my entry through best of one. I played a reanimator combo deck, and I was pretty lucky. I got 6 wins, 1 loss on my first try in basically half an hour. I was playing a modern challenge on Magic Online, and literally I had time to play all my 7 games in between one round. So that was nice and fun because I usually don't play enough ladder to get top 250 for people who wonder maybe what the Arena Qualifier is, it qualifies you for the Arena Championship. I've never qualified for an Arena Championship yet, so I'd really like to. I came one game away recently, so that was tough. And yeah, gonna try my luck against this weekend. Um, but yeah, basically the Arena Qualifier is a 2-day tournament. You need to go, let's see. So I have one land on the draw, no 2-drop. I think this is a mulligan. The deck has been mulliganing pretty well for me. Maybe if this was black-green you keep, because at least you can keep Hyric, but I think you can mulligan. Even do 2 Thought Thieves could be really good. This hand looks much better. I'm gonna get rid of a push, because if they're playing out, oh, they had a Giganta. Oh, Giganta and Killgate. Huh. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna play Stomping Around Hyric over Starting Town. You just want to make sure you don't get stuck with too many fast lands and have one come into play tapped on turn 4. Alright, I haven't played against that yet, the Gates deck. I wish this was a Thoughtseize in this matchup. But we'll see. Fable. I made room for a couple Fables. I was playing without Fable for a bit, and Edgar told me that Fable was quite good for him. Looks like he was right. So yeah, before today I had 4 Jar Sale, 4 Jar Sale, 2 Crucius, and I just basically trim one of each. I didn't want to trim any of the cheaper spells. Let's do the rest. Let's do Go Blink. Let's do the Lens Destruction. Fatal Push probably still fine, right? They're probably like the Gatekeeper Ram or whatever that card's called. Probably gonna keep some push. I don't know what other creatures they have. A Witherbloom command might be bad. But they could have Rest in Peace in their sideboard. Looks like they were heavy white, so I'm gonna keep it just as an insurance. I usually trim a 4-mana Goyf. What else can I trim? Not trivial. I guess I'll trim some of the one-ofs. I'll trim FOMO. The Phoenix has been really good for me, so I don't really want to trim it. Maybe I'll trim Ren. Tricky. Trim another push. I'm not even sure Cleansing Wildfire is that good, honestly. I don't know how they build their mana base. And I'm 62. Crucius. I guess I'll cut another Power Glaive, but that might be a mistake. I might have too many cheap spells and not enough payoffs. I really don't know what's in their deck, though. It is the first time I play against it. The other day I played on the ladder, it was literally like over 50%. I'll put the link. As always, I'll put the link to the list in the description, and you can see my historic on Untapped. Okay, our hand looks a little nicer here. I'm just gonna take the card advantage engine. Hand's not super slow, but it's not the fastest either. I have a lot of untapped lands, so I'm just gonna Vista, fetch, in the deck. There's 5 basics, so pretty unlikely to just mill everything. Okay, not the greatest Rumble. Maybe something to keep in mind when I sideboard. You do have, especially after sideboard, some weaker ones. Okay. So they draw 0 right now, but now, well, they don't even have a gate in hand. Ooh, can I Phoenix right away? I'm 1 short. Fortunate. 3, 4. So yeah, I'm just gonna play. On this land, if you can oh, it's a add 1 mana of any type. Okay. All right, let's see. Well, let's start by attacking. It's not a gate itself, right? No creatures. I guess I'll go after their gates. I'm sure they have at least like a couple basics. At least one, surely. Yeah. Draw me a card. I guess I'll also put Giganta in my hand. Alright, so let's see if that's nearly good enough. Okay, I do have their payoff for now. And I guess I'm just gonna try and kill them as fast as possible. You want to make sure you keep the right type for jar cell. Maybe I could have done it a little better here. Yeah, I guess milling. Why did I cut 2 Paraglyphs? Does make the Paraglyphs all worse. Let's see. I can cast Jarsil, Taikanuma, the Ram. Not a Ram. Gross Barrel. Probably should have started with Gross Barrel. All right. Let's take the cantrip. Let's play Jarsil. Vigilance Trample, no reach. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna push the Grazer. This is 8 damage. Might want to attack with Borglyph in case they draw a sweeper. I think that's probably wise. Just trade while I can. Then Jarsil gets to replay Rumble or Wildfire. Gates Ablaze, not quite good enough. Detective Phoenix. Detective Phoenix for the win. Their historic matches have been pretty fast too. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play Blue-Green Eldrazi because I've been doing quite well against it with that deck. I played against Wizards once. That seemed kind of nice. You have 4 of the Black Goats. That card's obviously really good against red aggressive decks. I've not played against Energy, but I heard the matchup's decent. And not sure how popular Energy is going to be now that it's been nerfed. Haven't played against any combo decks at all, really. Alright, solid hand. Do I have 2 force or 1 forest? think I have two, but just in case. Fable first a little nicer here, and next turn I can just go Thoughtseize to Arcel Thoughtseize. Edict. Okay, that's good value. Ooh, I drew Rumble too. Honestly, don't really need to gamble that much. Why risk it? Gaia's Blessing, drawn into lock, and Damnation. Okay, let's take the two removal spells. They could Gaia's Blessing targeting me. Reshuffle. I guess, yeah, no, never mind. Going up to two anyways. Gaia's Blessing's pretty cool on that card. Used to be like one of the OG win conditions for control decks. That is kind of perfect. Rock sign the yard now, in case something goes wrong. Might as well. Oh, I could play Crocside. Does go back to the yards. I think Rumble's probably still better. Then I'm just gonna take Peatland. Can get back the glitch next turn. The question is, on a plan to a damnation here when they're at 16. I think I'm just gonna Thoughtseize. Get Mountain for Croxa, Terrace Sunder, and Mystic Ballot. Right. Let's see. Couple basics. Guys, Blessing Control. Okay, so we want the rest. We want Go Blank. And that's probably it. I guess Push is probably really bad in that matchup. I don't think I want Surgical. Maybe just Cleansing Wildfire because it cycles. Or maybe just good old Stone Rain. Let's do one of each. I don't know death creatures in their deck. I'm assuming not a ton. Not sure what their win condition would be. Planeswalkers. Oh, Leyline of the Voids. I was thinking Rest in Peace like shuts down everything in this deck, and damn, Leyline of the Void's not much different. I might need to figure something out. Some removal. You have Assassin's Trophy, maybe even Pulse. Not too sure. Alright, I'm just gonna play a creature. Start beating down. Classic Leyline of the Void drawn in the lock deck. Yeah, Borgoyf. Oh yeah, that's a 1/2. It's a 1/2. Okay, I do have creatures. Hmm. Let's see. Let's play the Rumble. Let's take the Croxa. Oh, that was lucky. And then I'm going to play the Phoenix to have a blocker. It's pretty decent. Not the worst blocker. Kind of a modern day alchemy Ophidian. All right. I'm just gonna keep the bar going, right? Might as well attack first. Nope. I'm gonna pressure their life total. Can the Goyfs get there? I guess Leyline is not quite rest in peace. The Goyfs still do something. Alright, let's see what their last card is. Hopefully it's a good type. Land would work. Sorry, yeah, mostly land. Drawn. Is that 4? No, it's still 3. Alright, I have one draw step to draw a sweeper, basically. Oh. Is that game? This creature enters. This creature. So it's gonna be 6. Which one do I keep as backup? I think it's better to play that one while I have the other one in play. Oh, I can finish up the Aven too. Maybe I should have gone face because I'm not sure what the Aven can heist that's relevant. I guess they could heist a Goyf. Is ballad 3 mana? 4 mana? Okay, looks like we're good. Yeah, that line is a rip, I just lose. I don't know why they didn't do that first. I guess it couldn't win either way. Rank up. Let's go. I just realized I don't have the sounds on. Put the sounds back on. Let me know in the comments if you like a little music or no music better. There we go. I'll try to upload tomorrow. To upload a blue-white control video tomorrow if I think the deck's any good. I'm gonna try it today on stream. And then I'll also put the link for the stock blue-green Eldrazi list I played that has been pretty solid. If people just want to play that. Or FOMO could be just another Fable or Crucius. Might be worse than having a free drop here if my Hierarch lives. My Hierarch's right not gonna live though. Confluence. It's a bit of a painful mana base against the Wizards deck. They did For people who are playing Alchemy, haven't played in a while, or Historic, they did nerf the teachings. They changed it to the boon, you know, you have to choose haste or prowess, you don't just get both. Which is going to be cool. Very good here. Oh, it's red-black. Red-black Arcanist. That might be tougher than blue-red. It probably means they have to push for my goyfs, stuff like that. Alright, let's see. Death foe, just rumble and play another hierarch. Gonna take Painless Lane, I guess. And then a basic mountain and a hierarch and another hierarch. Trying to figure out if I want to play Confluence or Peatland. I have Crocs on next turn, technically. 6 mana, play a FOMO, discard it, and then replay it. Oh no, I don't have the colored mana, because I have Forest and Spawn. Their own Crucius, lose haste, or probably haste again. I only have a 1 mana spell if I top deck a Jarsil right now. People play that card in Modern Storm, but I don't think it's especially good. The player who won the Australian Regional Championship with Storm didn't play that card, just played kind of the stock list. Alright, Goyf, that's a start. That's a start. Let's start by playing the FOMO and discarding Confluence, see what we get. I don't want to discard the Croxa straight away. I mean, they have a lot of cards in hand. Maybe I'll just discard the Croxa right away. And this is my third turn, right? So I should play this. Play my Goyf. Not very hopeful for that Goyf, but you never know. Well, I could have attacked for the spawn. 2 damage. I'm probably not jump blocking yet. Just 1 fatal push. Molten Collapse, that works. Yeah, Arcanist pretty good when you get it going. I 2 damage might end up mattering, honestly. Collapse and Chain Lightning. Don't like my chances. Oh. Could have played Jarsil, but it's probably honestly better to just keep Spawn and bag the peat lands. Alright, I'm very dead. Alright, you got me. Let's see. Calling a ritual seems okay, but not great. Not too much, honestly. Go blank seems reasonable. My turn Thoughtseize. Ren and 6 doesn't kill much. I guess Crucius. Starting ring cleansing wildfire. They're gonna have basics, obviously. Might have their own ley lines, but not much I can do about it. Yeah, I probably need something that kill more things that kill ribs and something that kills a ley line. Maybe just sideboard Assassin's Trophy. Kind of a catch-all. Good hand if they don't have ley line. Swiss Spear or Slick Shots? They're both quite good. Slick Shots hits a little harder. Playing Foreboding Runes? You don't have fetch lands in this format. So even the Foreboding Runes looks so weird. Not the greatest ran. It's gonna soak up some damage, probably. They could almost ignore it, honestly. I'm already a little flooded. How much damage did it face? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They can put me down to 7. And still have 3 cards, a Reckless Charge in the yards. Yeah, should have brought in Culling Ritual. Looks like they were... I wasn't sure if they had like a lot of threats or kind of just the good creatures, quote unquote. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna save a point of damage. I see not drawing Fatal Push in that matchup is a bit of a problem. Right now, they can't get past Jar Sale. Maybe I need an extra removal or two. Maybe my own Chain Lightning. Something cheap. Alright, it's just game. It beats... I didn't play it against... I played against a Wizards version. To be fair, we didn't see push. The black guy would have... Oh, we did see Molten collapse, though. Yeah, one push would have made a massive difference both games. And then obviously I like flooded a bit and they drew removal right away. Is that the same player? It's at least someone we've played against today, I think. I'm not sure it's the same player though. I'm not sure Arena pairs against the same player right away without giving it a little time. Deserted Temple. Okay. Alright, combo deck. I guess because of the one Crocs, I tried not to search for basic force if you don't have to. The Wither Bloom command would have been nice here. So we're playing against Lotus Field. Artist down into Lotus Field. The sideboard, the OG sideboard I got from Doomwake had 2 Damping Spheres. Just specifically for that matchup. Alright, let's rumble again, see if I can hit Jar Sale. Did. Not sure that's going to be nearly good enough against 2 Artist Talon, but it's a start. Yeah, I mean... Assuming I'm supposed to big that. Kind of trying to see how many basics they have, maybe. Put the timestamps as always. Well, I guess I do the timestamps for matches, but yeah, feel free to fast forward if. Guessing they can never break with 2 talents in that hand. Ponder. I think Ponder is newish. Just want to see if they have a basic or 2 for Cleansing Wildfire and know if I could even bother bringing them in. Hidden Strings. There's a basic island. They probably have like basic island, basic forest. Couple. Maybe a surveillance for Boseiju too. Kind of nice. And I'm not sure they want lands that come in play tapped ever. Starting town. Alright, what's their win con? Did you have wishes for? Scar, mail me. Over and over again. Alright, well, we got a low info. We knew to have at least 1 basic. But they're gonna mail themselves first, right? Alright, this is my tryhard side. Sink into Stupor, Auto-Aura. So this deck got like a couple upgrades. Starting Town and I think Ponder is new. Assuming Starting Town is a nice upgrade. Oh, did it just kill you as Oracle maybe? Alright. successful mission. Also kind of interesting to see if you should ever... Probably never gonna scoop in that spot in the actual qualifier. I know some combo decks you just kind of rope. Jace. Alright, surgical, probably solid, go blank, no brain to land destruction, and stone. Push can go. Renin 6 Boseiju could be good. Can probably go. I think I might just cut the Pyroglyphs. I'm just gonna cut the Glyphs and have max interaction. It's possible you want a little less interaction, just a good one, and keep in more Glyphs to close out the game fast, but I'm not sure what's super good and not. I'm gonna keep that hand. It is not the greatest, but... Maybe... Oh, I was gonna say maybe I should have my ley lines. But ley line, Leyline makes you lose Giganta, which is honestly not that big of a deal in the first place. Giganta hasn't been like super helpful for me. I don't want to play command now. I want to see if they have talent first. Nice. Alright, so... probably just forego the cliff at this point. Get an extra fetch in the yard, even though I'm getting basic forests. Destroy, target non-creature non-permanent, target player smells free cards. I can bring back Crocs on next turn. Oh, and there's a Phoenix. Might not want to get the land back, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 4, back up to 5, lose the Phoenix. Interesting. Gonna play Hierarch. I mean, it's gonna be hard for me to bestow the Phoenix ever this game, unless I are exactly Rumble. Let's see, did I slow them down enough? Crop rotation. I don't know if crop rotation is also new. That was good draw. Assuming that was a good draw. Or Breach. So they have 8 mana. So you can literally breach into Pour. I'm gonna hit them with Croxa. 3. Untap 6. So they can breach into Orbital Land. It's kind of tricky. The breach doesn't do anything on its own right now. Right, because they're gonna lose the land to Croxa. They're gonna be left with a breach and 1, 2, 3, 6 mana. Oh, that was silly. Hopefully I get a little time. Okay. I said it didn't actually cost me. Alright. Hope they don't draw on tap land. They did. Is it infinite? Not sure it's infinite. Maybe they're just more likely to draw on tap land than something good of the Pour. It looks like they had a breach in their top 3 anyway, so might have not mattered. Let's see. Can they get an... Oh, I found a... Is that good? What do you wish for here? Alright, Scour Infinite now. I'm assuming it's infinite if they have that card in their sideboards. You pay, let's see, how does it work? It costs you a blue and you gain 2 cards. It's probably infinite, right? Not have Scour. 11 cards in the yard. Yeah, I'm sure they're good. I mean, I'm assuming they're good. Whoops. Can't imagine they're not. They're still at 5. Cast Hidden Strings. That's a lot of mana. Yeah, I needed a little extra. I needed like an extra, like a Boseiju, Surgical. Maybe I took the wrong cards. Maybe I got a little too fancy. Probably way more likely to draw on tap land than to go off with Pour. Live and learn. I don't look like they have a ton of outs to a ley line. Damping Sphere, yeah. I'll see. I'll see, maybe like... I probably have like 1 or 2 too many cards for Eldrazi, and... maybe that 2/2 Knight is no good. Because I'm honestly not sure like what people are gonna show up with, if this is real deck or not. It looked like pretty consistent here. Why did it kill me turn 3 both games? Because this was turn 4. Turn 4 through like... Oh, command if boss sees a Croxaw. They bring in one ring into Mio, or maybe that's main, not sure. Alright, you got me. Alright, no Eldrazi today. And a couple losses. That's like... I think as many losses I had all day yesterday, or all day on Tuesday. Alright, good to know. Yeah, I think the Eldrazi matchup was decent. I was winning. I will say my Eldrazi players were not the strongest, so I definitely want to play with this deck some more if I'm going to play it in the qualifier. At least to make sure the Eldrazi matchup is actually good and maybe try and iron some of the details. Fables looked pretty good. I actually had like a spot or two where Jar Seal didn't even do that much, which was not happening a lot the other day. The Ren was pretty mid. It's really mostly for the top. It did win me a game against Blue-White Control where I started recurring Takenuma. So that came up. It's really more there for the type. It could maybe be a Liliana of the Veil. But yeah, let's see. Cleansing Wildfires you need. Ritual. The rest, I think there's enough control combo that the first rest is going to be good. Stone seems good, especially if it helps in... this matchup. I think 2-tap is a little expensive, but probably still good enough to have in your deck. That Knight is a little random. I haven't really played against live game yet decks. It is nice that it's a creature you can find it of the Borgoyf. That's appealing. Stone Rain, Go Blank. I'm assuming these cards are good. And Surgical. If I got the Surgicals, I'm really weak to any kind of reanimate or BS, but I'm not sure if that's going to be, because I think Surgical is also quite good in the matchup we just played in general. I'll show you real quick. That's a BO1 deck reanimator I won was like basically killed turn 3 a lot. You're trying to reanimate Scholar or Unraveler, and then casts Ultimatum, you breach yourself, or you breach to keep going, and then you cast that to Time Walk or steal their stuffs, but you get at least one Time Walk off it. That card gets all your creatures in play when you cast it. That's it was really, really fun, really powerful. I haven't played against it in the best of 3 queues though. And then I'll show you real quick. I don't have the deck build yet, but this is what I'm thinking. Is on doing Narset, Counterspell, Rest in Peace, Arms Transcending, some Sweepers, some Planeswalkers. We'll see. That'll be something I'll play today. But yeah, as always, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the vid. Not the greatest showing for the deck, but yeah, as I said, I put the link to the list, to my stats and description. So take a look if you want. If you made it this far, consider liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. I try to post 1 or 2 videos a week. Hopefully people are interested by a little historic content. That's what I've been playing this week, so I figured that's what I would share with you. I like to, when I can, actually not just pick a deck that I haven't played and just play it a bit, and even though that can be fun and interesting too, but actually a deck I've actually played with a bit and where I can bring you a little insights more than just surface level. But yeah, Hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.